What's up everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today I want to do something a little bit different. um, there's a lot of people, there's a lot of you in a comment who ask for a video about the Jetta. You wanted to see what's going on with the Jetta. Why does the car hasn't received any update whatsoever over the past year? And also one question that I got a lot about the Jetta is how much did it cost to build that thing? So I think that we are going to do some kind of a build cost review or something like that. Without waiting, we're going to jump right into it. So let's talk about what is up with the Jetta. I think it's time for you to know how much did that car cost me, because there's a lot of people who ask me, well, how does it cost to get a Fast and Furious car? And I feel like today I'm going to explain to you the whole thing. How much did it cost? What was the most challenging part to find? And also other few stuff, because I want to talk also about what's coming for the Jetta in the upcoming weeks, because we are almost there. I mean, to the level where the car is done and the only thing left to do is enjoy it. So I'm going to run you down the list of all the things that I've done to the car with the prices, and also we are going to talk about something else. So yes, before checking out how much did that car cost me, I want to show you something, because there's a lot of people who ask me what's the next step with the Jetta. We haven't seen any updates on the car for the past month or even the past year. So is there any updates to come? And the answer is yes. Today I received a part that I was looking for years, and it took almost 4 months to get the part here, and let me show it to you like right away. So today, well, by the way, I don't want to flex the whole sound system of the car, but this is the next big thing on the Jetta. Let me show you something. This is the new one that I got today. I mean, it's literally brand new. So it's a 20-plus-year-old amp, and I got this amp from Japan. Basically overnight parts from Japan, but it took 4 months. But anyway, so this is the amplifier who's going to run the whole sound system, the speakers and everything. And for the subwoofers, I'm going to use these two that will be driving these two ZR Alpine subwoofers. In the disc changer, there's actually one which is MP3. I think it's this one. I did a little something. The real car, I think it's 614 or something like that, and I decided to get an upgraded version with MP3 because I want to have a lot of songs or music inside the car. So that's why I decided to use this one, but it looks identical to the one that you saw in the original car. So basically, this is the update for the next update for the Jetta, because I was waiting for the amplifier to arrive so I can start working on the trunk setup, because right now, as you can see, there's nothing. So yeah, it's pretty sad. But yeah, I was waiting for the sound system to be complete, so as soon as I get everything, I can wire everything in the car, test the sound system, and then do the trunk setup. And also the rear seat is still being made right now, so I'm waiting on it. But other than that, I mean, the car will be done pretty soon, which is something, it's pretty much a big deal. So now that you know what's going on with the car and what's the next big thing to come to the Bring Back Jesse Jetta, let's talk about the build and how much did it cost me, and also how much time did I put into it. So I'm going to sit down, take the list. If you are an hardcore Fast fan or you really love movie cars, you can watch it. If you don't, well, I see you soon, and I hope you subscribe to the channel. But for those of you who want to stay in the video now, let's sit down and have a talk about this car. So we are going to just talk about the list of things and prices when it came to building that car, because a lot of people ask me how much does it cost to have a Fast and Furious car, to build one yourself. I mean, I'm going to tell you the prices I paid for the parts of this car, but there's a difference though. These price were almost all of these parts were from local ads, Craigslist, eBay, stuff like that. So it does not represent the real cost of everything on that car. A lot of stuff were also free. I need to mention because this car was a sponsored build, so there's a bunch of stuff that were a bit less expensive than what they are supposed to be. By the way, you need to know something. There's a difference between the cost of building a car like this and actually buying one already made. Some replicas of the Fast and the Furious Jetta could sell for $5,000, $10,000, depending on the quality of the build. There's a lot of cars that were built in their owner's backyard with parts that kind of look the same, and then the car was sold for 5 grand, 10 grand. In this case, it's a whole different thing. This car was built to match the Eclipse, which back then was already good, and I wanted the car to be next level. Since this one was built for Chad Lindbergh, I really wanted the car to be perfect. So if I was about to sell that car, of course it would be way more than the price I paid to put it together. That's how it works, because probably in 2020, if I wanted to build a replica like this, it would cost me twice the amount I paid for this car. So let's go, let's run down the list. Probably on the side of the screen, you're going to see a list of parts and you'll be able to do the total in your head. I don't know. We'll see how this worked. But by the way, I had the idea of this video this afternoon, literally. So it's going to be a very easy video, okay? Please don't mind the quality of the audio, the video, and everything. It's very, like, to give you information you're requested. So first of all, the car. How much did it cost to get the car? When we did the Bring Back Jesse project, when we announced it in October of 2016, we bought a 1998 Volkswagen Jetta. The car was white with a beige interior with no sunroof and a 2.0. That's the car we used to announce the project. The car cost $400. I'm going to try to find pictures of that car and put that on the screen so you can see it, but it was totally not that car. So where did that car came from? This car was given to us by a Volkswagen dealership near Montreal called Grenier Volkswagen, and they decided to sponsor the build. So they gave us, well, first of all, they asked me, what would you like us to do, because we want to participate in your build. So at first I was like, I want a VR6 engine. So I just asked them to find me a VR6 engine. And a couple of days later, they told me, well, we got a car with a VR6 engine. So if you want the engine, you need to take the car and remove the engine. They sent me this picture that you're going to see right there. And I was like, oh my God, this thing looks clean. There's a sunroof and everything. I already need all of that. Does that car run? And they were like, yeah, I'm pretty sure since we are giving the car to you and we are a dealership, you'll get no problem whatsoever to get the car registered, so you can have it. I decided to sell the white car for, like, the white Jetta, the first one that I got, for probably around $200, but we are not going to put these numbers in the list. So that car was $3,500, but it was a sponsor, so it doesn't matter. Then we had to, the first part that I got for the car was actually the body kit. So the body kit consists of the 4 pieces all around. So the front bumper lip, rear bumper lip, the 2 side skirt from Wing West, and also the rear wing that was in the package, and I paid $100. So yeah, $100 for the body kit. I was super lucky, but the side skirt were pretty banged up. We had to not really remolded them, but we had to do some body work to them in order to fit properly because they were in bad shape. If you remember, when the car was unveiled to Chad Lindbergh almost 4 years, 3 years ago. The car was on 18-inch rims. The car was running 18 Koenig Tantrum, which is screen accurate if you look at the stunt cars. So the wheels for the car, the first set was $750. Then I had to get them powder coated, which cost me $400. And yeah, and almost 2 years later, I found the 19-inch rims, which were way more expensive, and I had to put tires on, but at least the tires were sponsored by Toyo. So Toyo tires supply the tires even with the 18-inch rims, so we were good with that. The 19-inch rims were $1,200, and also I had to get them painted, so it was another $300 because these ones are painted, and the last one, well, the 18-inch rims were powder coated. In the front, I had to change the front end, the front grille from the Jetta one to the Golf grille. So I had the Golf grille installed with the upper portion, which is super freaking rare that I got from Europe. The total cost me $700. And then we had the Hella dual round crosshairs. They are not eBay knockoff. They are actual genuine crosshairs. They cost me $800. A Fast and Furious car wouldn't be a Fast and Furious car without the graphics. I think this was the first Jetta replica to use modern image graphics since the movie, and it cost me $1,800 back then because I was not sponsored yet by Modern Image. The seats inside are Sparco Torino seats. They are the second version of the seats. They are accurate to the after movie version of the car, but the actual, in the movie, the car was running Sparco Super Sport seats. But they are literally impossible to find. I think there's like one replica running them. But anyway, the seats were $800. Then in the back, since most of you may know by now that this car is based off the after movie version with the fender flares, the mirror and everything, so I had to get the roll cage. The roll cage is an Auto Power 4-point roll cage. It was $1,500 plus $250 to get it painted red. And then for the after movie look, I had the Haggis mirror that were given to me for free from a shop in Texas in the United States. They really wanted to be part of this project, so they sent me the mirror. I was super glad they sent me these because they were quite hard to find. These ones were literally brand new, so it was a great addition to the car. Inside the car, we had also the Sparco Racer 2 steering wheel, which was really, really hard to find. Well, almost every parts on the car are hard to find, but this one, maybe I got scammed, but I really wanted it. And it was $900, but this was Canadian money. So probably around, let's say $750 with the exchange rate and everything. So $750 for the Sparco Racer 2 steering wheel. It was not in great shape too, but at least it was the screen accurate steering wheel. I had to have it. So yeah, I decided to pay the amount of money the guy was asking, because there's a thing. If the seller knows what he have and what you really need it for, you're screwed. He's going to ask you double the amount of money, and he knows you're going to get it because, you know, that's how it is. And it happened to me a lot on the Jetta. Unlike the other cars like the Civic or the Eclipse, on the Jetta, I feel like the Fast and Furious tax on the part was really high. Next, we had the Sebring catback on the car that was given away to me completely free. I don't know the value of that part. It was brand new in the boxes. The only difference with the one that you see on the original car, I did not have the carbon fiber sleeve on top of the exhaust tip. I'm still trying to find it, but it's just a small detail. Next, we go inside the car. Like literally, the company who did my door panels is called Inside Custom Interior, and they did the door panel for $600. And to be honest, I saw the original door panel on the original car, and the quality of Inside Custom Interior is way better. So shout out to them, by the way. They are also the one who are producing the rear seat for my car. The rear seat is literally in the works right now. I'm still waiting for it. I don't know how much it will be, but it's going to be in the car at some point. So shout out to them again. Um, in the car, underneath the hood, there's a bunch of chrome parts. Original chrome parts, and also like the hayback strut bar that I paid 300 bucks for it. Then I got the strut bar completely chromed out, and also the intake manifold in the car and some other bits and pieces, for a total of around $1,000 of chrome, worth of chrome and polishing underneath the hood. So the next big thing to happen to the car, as you saw at the beginning of the video, the sound system is coming for the car. Right now I got the head unit, the speakers in the door and everything, but so far I have around $5,000 worth of sound system inside the car. The reason why the price is so high is because in the Alpine sound system audio community, these things are now vintage audio, and people are asking crazy premiums on these. But now the whole sound system is complete, as you saw at the beginning of the video. So I have around $5,000 worth of audio for that car. And next up, the underglows of the car. They were also free, sponsored by Street Glow. I know for a fact that the original car was running red underglows. That's because the car was all white, red, and black in the 90s. For the Fast and the Furious movie, they didn't use the underglows, but I decided to go with the blue underglows to match the exterior of the car. So blue underglows, they are LED, they are not neon tube, because this car is driven on the road and neon tubes are super fragile. Also, this car, since the car when I got it was literally almost like a survivor car, the engine had to be redone. So we redid the whole engine. It cost me 3,000 bucks, but it's just me. I could have kept the car the way it was, just driving it around and be happy with the engine how it was, because VR6s are literally bulletproof. But in that case, I really wanted to have an engine that was tough, reliable, and everything. We redid the whole engine. And then to complete the build, all the bits and pieces inside the car, like pedals, shift knobs, handbrake lever, gauges, everything, we have around $2,000 worth of parts. So I don't know what's the total of everything. I'm guessing probably like 30, 35 grand. It's going to be on the side of the screen. If it's less than that, well, we'll see. You need to know one thing though. All the parts that came from Europe or Japan, I did not put the shipping fees inside. So I've spent probably like 1,000 to 1,500 bucks worth of shipping on some of the parts of the car, but I don't want to put that in the list, because basically if you are getting if you're lucky and you're getting all these parts from local ads, well, you'll be saving probably like 1,000 bucks, 2,000 bucks. So this was basically the build costs of the Bring Back Jesse Jetta. Of course, there's a bunch of stuff that I still need to do to this car. We are probably going to redo the whole paint job on it, put some new graphics, and also do the trunk setup. So I'm guessing there's probably another $5,000 to $10,000 that I'm going to be spending over the next year or so on this build. But to be honest, it's totally worth it. I love that car to death, and I wouldn't part ways with it anytime soon. There's even somebody who wanted to buy the car back in March, I believe, and offered me way over 50 grand, and I said no. So this car is very important to me. There's a huge connection between me, Chad Lindbergh, the whole Bring Back Jesse movement around this car. And also there's some future plans that we want to do with this car. And our future plan is to bring the car to LA for a big event. I cannot say more, but we'll see. So guys, this was the build roundup of the Fast and Furious Jetta. Please don't forget to subscribe to the channel and leave your suggestions in the comment down below. So I guess I see you in the next one. There's a ton of stuff a ton of videos coming your way with the Fast and the Furious Jetta and also the brand new Civic Type R build. If you haven't catch up yet with the Civic Type R build, I'm going to leave the playlist around here. So if you want to click that. With that said, guys, I see you in the next one. Goodbye.